This is TWiT.
All right, show us some stuff, Roberto.
Well, okay, let's start super geeky. This is super niche. That one right there. That's that dock. No, that actually, okay.
I have one that looks just like this from my Omega.
Absolutely. That's a Targus. It's a dual dock. So the idea is a dual 100-watt output, USB-C and Thunderbolt.
So you put your laptop on there, you plug it into the wall, and it's powering your laptop.
Maybe two different laptops or a laptop and a desktop.
Yeah.
It gives you triple display output. So you can have up to 3 monitors connected externally, but the
three display ports,
right.
2 display ports and an HDMI,
right,
as well as
and
Thunderbolt?
of course Ethernet and Thunderbolt, right?
Thunderbolt,
but that's actually a KVM. So and the nice thing about it is it's not a traditional KVM where you flip the button and it flips all the monitors from one to the other. That actually knows the boundaries of the resolution of each computer. So you use the same mouse and keyboard to move the mouse over, and you enter into the desktop space of the other computer. You go back and forth. Now, the cool thing about this is that means that it is operating system independent. It's something like, you remember Mouse Without Borders from Microsoft?
Yeah.
This does that, but I can use a Mac, I can use Windows, I can use Linux. It doesn't matter. It's OS agnostic. Again, I know that this is super niche, but if you're like a system administrator or just a guy who needs multiple machines on his desk, that thing is incredible. It's so much nicer than having 2 sets of keyboards and mice.
I might get this because I have that big 55-inch OLED with multiple computers, and if I just hook this up, I have my nice, keyboard, my Keychron keyboard. I have my classic Microsoft IntelliMouse, and I just plug those into this, and then that's all I need. I have the monitor, keyboard, and mouse, and I have multiple systems.
When that was first pitched to me, I didn't get it. I'm like, what? KVMs are 20 years ago.
Nobody even makes them anymore.
No one makes them, but this actually, that absolutely made sense to me.
All right,
and that's
how much?
It's again enterprise product, so you're looking at $450. Yeah, it's high. It's high up there.
What else we got?
Okay, so this is Runhood. So this is their 1200. This is sort of a home, away from home camping unit. So we've got the solar panels. We've got this 1200-watt power unit. Now, the cool thing about
it's charging up from the solar panels.
It can charge up from the solar panels.
How much wattage, though, do these generate, these solar panels?
In partial sunlight, this will do 100 watts.
Oh, okay.
So it's not a great amount, but the nice thing about this is it's super durable, it's super flexible, and it will work in partial sunlight.
So, and I could probably fill up, there's a battery in that, I presume.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I could probably fill up the battery over 24 hours.
This is the cool thing. These use these battery packs, so you can hot swap these things. And they give you these little modules that you can clip on. So I can pull one of the battery packs out, and now I've got, what is this, like 400 watt hours of power for USB-C, USB, or I could actually just charge it from USB-C PD. Now, this is the kind of systems that I love because it means that once you've made the investment into the system, you can swap your modules in and out and grab what you need to power whatever you're doing. So you want a day at the beach, maybe you don't need the whole system, you just pull one of these out, and this is more than enough to run your laptop, your phones, your desktop.
It looks like it also could be an emergency
That's
unit, right?
actually what I'm going for. This is going to be part of my
power go out
system.
a lot at the Vatican
all the time.
So it's a design by Italians. It's not functional, but it looks good.
Actually, you know what?
It looks great.
You know what I found out? I actually finally put a signal analyzer on our power.
Oh, is it a little choppy?
They've lowered down the voltage to like the bare minimum before it starts destroying things.
Intentionally?
Intentionally, because we had a gas shortage. So.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So
you're not getting municipal power, probably. You've got the Vatican.
No. The Vatican uses municipal power.
It's Rome's power. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if they turned it on. This is cool. How much? I mean, roughly.
Okay, so if you got the whole kit, which would include the 4 battery packs,
let me guess.
This thing,
$2,800.
No, it's like $1,600.
You're kidding?
No. That's actually why I like them, because first, they're lower priced. I love the modular design, and they're standards based.
Yeah.
There's a lot of companies that make some really nice stuff, and I'm not going to call them out because their design is great, but it's all proprietary.
Could I get multiple panels like these?
Yep.
And so I could expand my capabilities?
This uses the standard solar connector. So the solar panels at your house, you could actually plug that into this.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Runhood.
And they're a Bay Area located company.
I like them.
Yeah, brand new. How about this? This is something that you might like for your travels. This was the Poly Voyager Free 60 UC. Yeah.
What is a Poly Voyager 360 UC when it's
so
at home?
earbuds? They're earbuds, but they've really been designed. They're inside. Now, the cool thing about this is you see that little screen at the top?
Yeah, what is that all about?
That actually gives you a touch screen that can control like a Zoom call. So connecting and disconnecting calls.
Okay.
You can switch between modes. And actually, the reason why I like this set is it has a cable that lets you hook it up to a 3.5 millimeter audio jack. And
that's kind of nice.
Right?
So if you lose battery life, or no, you still need batteries.
You still need the batteries. But by the way, this thing runs forever, and the case is actually a battery for the earbuds as well.
I also like it. It's got a little USB adapter in the case, which is fantastic.
No,
that's the wireless adapter.
Correct. It's really been designed for UC people. So this, again, it's an enterprise product. I know it's niche. Here's something that you might like.
That's cool, though. This
is Anker's newest Qi charger.
You know, I've been looking at. There's a lot of companies make these after Apple decided not to make theirs. That will charge a Apple Watch, an Apple phone, and the earbuds all at once.
That's a
but this one folds up, which is kind of cool.
Fold it back. There you go.
Look at that. It's very compact.
This
would be good for travel.
It would be good for travel, and they have another version of that they're going to be releasing that actually has a battery pack built into it, and it's Anker, and Anker has a great reputation.
So is this out?
This is out. This is out right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you like audio?
I love audio, baby.
Everyone was pitching me speakers. The one speaker I decided to take was this. This is from Rocksteady. It's called their Stadium. Now, they sell themselves as a Sonos killer. I don't know if
I think Sonos is the Sonos killer, to be honest. Let's be frank.
Let's be a little frank. Now, the nice thing about this, though, is it's Bluetooth 5.0. So it's super, super clear as long as you've got a Bluetooth 5.0 system. And it's infinitely expandable.
How many speakers are there? Just one?
There's one over there. There's that one right there. Go ahead and turn that on.
So you could make this a 5.0 system if you bought enough speakers,
You could make it. You can, as long as it's within the Bluetooth range, the power button is in the back.
Yes.
You can add as many speakers as you like. And once you start playing it, it actually...
We're going to rock out here. There's a subwoofer somewhere. Am I sitting on it?
No, see, I haven't even turned that on.
Oh.
But they all use...
it looks like a purse, a capacious, extraordinarily capacious purse. Hey, it sounds pretty good. Yeah, I'm getting some bass. That's nice.
Yeah, this one is actually a little heavy.
And so the idea of these is you can have multiple units. Can you do party mode, in other words?
Party mode.
Sonos-style party mode.
Precisely. And they don't interfere with one another as long as they're further than 1 foot away. So you could actually buy a set of these, put them
all over the
outside,
house. Yeah.
and you're good to go. They work. I think the longest time I got to play on this was about 20 hours. They rate it for 30, but if you play it loud, you're probably going to get about 16.
Google won its case against Sonos. In fact, the judge was scathing about Sonos. Sonos was suing Google, saying, we own party mode. You can't do that. In fact, Google had to start taking those features out of their own Google system, and then they started putting them back because they won in court. So I imagine we'll see more and more party mode style.
Right.
You're nodding, David. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think this is the sort of thing that should just obviously be in every speaker system that exists. Like the Logitech has those cool the boom speakers. They do a pretty good job.
I love the booms. I have some UE booms.
Together.
Yeah, I have a few of those. They're great. Yeah.
Yeah. You should just be able to attach all of your speakers to each other everywhere around your house, no matter what.
And without the echo. And that's what party mode does. If you did it with regular Bluetooth speakers, it would be weird because all the rooms would be slightly off. But with this, whatever technology they're able to use.
I think it's Bamboo Tech. So Bamboo Tech, it does sort of that checking to make sure you're not having multiple delays so that you get that echo going
it's
on.
Be frame accurate kind
exactly.
of.
So it makes sure that all the speakers are in sync.
Cool.
The one thing, and you know what?
Who made that again?
This one is by Rocksteady.
Rocksteady. I know Rocksteady stuff, and they call this the Stadium.
The Stadium. I want to give you this one because I've heard that you lose your wallet.
Who doesn't?
This one actually I got from a company called Rolling Square, which was found in the Venetian, the expo hall. And it's basically an Apple tag, but for your wallet.
It's credit card size, so I could put this in my wallet.
Correct. And so for 2 years, it works just like an Apple tag. You ever lose your wallet?
Oh, not replaceable battery, though.
This one does not.
No,
the new
no
version
room for
does. They found out that people are probably going to replace it after 2 years. And to have a replaceable battery adds width.
Yeah.
And they just didn't want to do that.
But this is what's interesting to me. It is compatible with Find My. It's AirTag.
Correct.
Compatible. So it's not an AirTag, but Apple did open that up.
Apple opened it up, and this is Apple approved and Apple tested.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're going to give this to me?
That's yours now.
I'm peeling off the the thing then.
They've got a new version for Google. It's going to work for Android. They're just waiting for Google to release the final spec on the new chipset, and then they'll have the same product on the Android side.
So it's put your card on a hard surface and press the power button very hard until it beeps. The button is firm to prevent accidental pressing in your wallet. So I guess I'll have to pair this with Find My. It looks cool too, right? And it's got a QR code. What is the QR code? Is that like my name and address? So if somebody finds this,
correct. So you can go ahead and register it. I actually use those on my luggage. Those are my
I have an AirTag
tags.
in my luggage actually.
Yeah. The problem with using an AirTag in luggage is people have now started spotting them.
Oh.
I actually had an incident already in Europe where someone took the AirTag out, the Apple tag out.
I wouldn't think they'd be that valuable.
The camera gear. I mean, the camera gear that I carry around is
that's
expensive.
valuable. Forget the AirTag.
Valuable.
I want the camera gear.
Yeah. But they know the AirTag trick now, so I've had to swap to these.
And people can't see these? Sure they can.
Well, they don't know what they are.
Right. And they don't know if it's worth anything.
Not yet, exactly. So they just keep it in the bundle.
I mean, I'm just curious because I'm not in the Apple ecosystem really, but I use Tile. Is Tile pretty similar to this stuff though, right? Because they've been having the wallet ones for years, and
Tile works. Tile works. There's a couple of trackers out there. I have not yet found a tracking system that is as good as Apple's.
You know, AirTags have their pluses and minuses. Every time I leave the hotel room, it tells me you're leaving your bag behind. And I turn that off, but I kind of want to know when I'm at the airport if I'm leaving my bag behind. So it's, there's pluses and minuses. It's nice. The problem with AirTags, and the reason AirTags work better than anybody else is it does have to be in an area where there are other iPhones. That's how it spots you.
Yeah.
And so because there are so many iPhones, it works well. The problem with Tile and anything else, this is what the Tile CEO was pissed off about, in fact, is that they don't have that same network of devices. Although Tile now, I think, is doing something that it's compatible. I seem to remember them doing something that they're compatible with other devices. So maybe the network is expanding a little bit for Tile. Yeah, I don't. You think I lose my wallet a lot? Who told you that?
Oh, a little birdie told me.
My wallet is magnetically attached to my iPhone, so I don't have to ever worry about it falling off or
up. Yeah.
Where'd it go?
That is not an uncommon experience.
Yeah, this is.
I found 3 wallets on the ground at CES.
Did you really?
3 of them with credit cards. One had a driver's license.
Wow.
They don't.
David, you have your wallet still? Check. You might want to check.
Yeah, I know. Seriously, no.
Is it mag secured or do you? I use a traditional wallet.
I use a real wallet, full George Costanza.
I have a Costanza. Yeah, it's over there. I would show you. Yeah, it's like that.
No, but I feel you on the alerts that come up, and I have spent a lot of time trying to decide: do I turn off the alerts that tell me my AirPods are gone, even though I'm holding my AirPods, or is it the one time that I need it and it saves me? Is it worth dismissing 10,000 bad notifications? Exactly. I don't know how to do that math, but I spend a lot of time thinking about it.
I think about it all the time too, David. We should get to
because it's very annoying.
It is. It's really annoying.
We need AGI to get that to work.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. AGI would say, I know you're next to your AirPods, so I'm not going to bother. Because everything I have on Apple is on the Find My network. So, they're very needy children. Don't leave me. I'm here. Wait a minute.
My favorite is because I use multiple phones and only one of them has service in the United States. So when I connect the non-serviced phone to Wi-Fi, all of the notifications come
smart.
up. So suddenly I've got 300 notifications at the same time. It is annoying as all heck.
I thought you were going to say something smart like you.
No. I finally bit the bullet and I upgraded
you have a
to
Pixel 8.
This is a new Pixel 8.
It's nice, isn't it?
I miss my 3.5 millimeter jack. I really do.
You mean the Courage jack? Yeah. Yeah.
The bold choice jack. No, this is a very nice phone. There were a couple of phones at CES. I'm seeing fewer and fewer of those.
it's hard to make something that has an advantage.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And companies like Red and Razer tried, and nobody bought them. And it's like, okay, yeah, Apple, you can own this market, and I guess it's Apple, Samsung, and then maybe Google, a distant third.
The one nice thing is they didn't use the South Hall this year, so I didn't see.
They didn't use the South Hall?
They did not. So
that does not bode well.
Well, but they've got that new West Hall. So it's
but the last time I was there, which was right before COVID, all three were in engaged.
Right. So they had the West Hall, the North Hall, the Central Hall, and then they had the Venetian.
But not the South Hall.
Not the South Hall.
That used to be where the car stuff was, wasn't it?
No, the car stuff used to be in the North Hall.
North Hall.
Right.
Oh, the South Hall's way the other way. Yeah.
Right.
South Hall used to be where like Intel and Qualcomm and all those companies were, and that it was sad to walk by it, and there was just no one there.
That was weird. That was so eerie.
Did it feel as crowded as usual? Did it feel like there were as many people there?
I deliberately avoid crowds. So the first day I cover Venetian, and then the second day I go to LVCC, and it's normally
the opposite. Yeah.
Right? But I'm pretty sure attendance was down this year. I'm waiting for the.
Does anybody know, Daniel,
numbers.
David? Do you know if attendance was down?
I don't know. Daniel, I don't know what your experience was, but it felt busy to me. Like it was definitely not the busiest CES I've ever been to, but it was crowded. Like if you measure it by how long you have to wait for a taxi to get anywhere, like we were fully back to CES.
Yeah. So it was
We're
down.
back, baby. You can't get anywhere.
it was down this year, but down for CES means it was only 130,000
instead of 180.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, so that's still a lot of people.
Hey there, Scott Wilkinson here. In case you hadn't heard, Home Theater Geeks is back. Each week, I bring you the latest audio-video news, tips and tricks to get the most out of your AV system, product reviews, and more. You can enjoy Home Theater Geeks only if you're a member of Club TWiT, which costs $7 a month, or you can subscribe to Home Theater Geeks by itself for only $2.99 a month. I hope you'll join me for a weekly dose of home theater geekitude.